You know how we have in this world, in this country at least, the USA, we fear the whites. We all fear the white in some way. We fear the white male because they're the ones that conquered the world. They colonized countries, and if you're Japanese, they dropped two nukes on your country. They killed your people, man. They killed your people. Millions of your people. For what? They fucking nuked your fucking country. And now you're in the USA. You're working for some law firm. You're working for some company headed by a white guy. When he's the guy who bombed, who nuked the shit out of your country. Or if you're Chinese, you're working for some white guy. When it's the white guy calling the Chinese chinks and demonizing the Chinese, and you're working for him. Or if you're Korean, well, I have nothing to say to you, but the USA is trying to colonize you, and they're doing a good job at it. You know how? Do you ever see a Korean military base in the USA? No. But do you see a US military base in Korea? Exactly. That's how they colonize you. They bring their soldiers into Korea, and they allow the soldiers to go rampant in Seoul, disrespecting the culture, shitting on the country, and yet you're doing nothing. You're just sitting here at the comfort of your room, in front of your computer, just bitching away at Reddit, getting some workouts done, getting that protein powder, hitting some Tinder girls, getting that paycheck, and repeat the cycle when you could be out there fighting for your countrymen. If you're Japanese, you should be ashamed of yourself for working for a white guy. Because he's the guy, because his ancestors were the ones that bombed your country. And by working for him, you're essentially his slave. If you're Chinese and you're working in the USA, I have a message for you. It's not too late to go back to China because China is growing. I would suggest you take your talents to China instead of empowering the USA. Guys, I want you to remember we're all here because we're Asian. We're all here because we're fighting for our Asian values, but at the same time, we don't want to lose grasp of our masculinity. I read some comments on Reddit. Some of you emphasize bringing people together. That's what I'm trying to do, or that's what I'm not trying to do. We'll find out soon, but I want to emphasize one point. If you want to be Asian and you want to be masculine, you have to learn to let go. The key word is Asian, okay? An Asian masculinity. Are you going to be a masculine Asian and be complacent and work for or work under some white guy? Or are you going to man up? The key word, masculinity. Are you going to use the masculinity and say fuck you to that guy and start off your own company or start off your own path or just do whatever you want, but work for a white guy? That is real masculinity. Masculinity is not about being tough, being aggressive, being the biggest guy in the gym. It's about freedom. It's about success. It's about independence. The fact that you're working for somebody, especially a white guy, means You gave up on your culture, you gave up on your race. You submit to their wishes because all you want is a fucking paycheck. You guys, you're in the subreddit because you know what it's like to be an Asian. So why are y'all complaining? Why are y'all posting, not doing anything? Do you think Tinder is going to make you happy? Do you think getting laid 80 times a week is going to make you happy? When our race is constantly being bombarded by jokes, by negativity, by the media. I mean, look at Harvard and the Ivy League people. The folks over there, they're purposely weeding out Asians so they can get some of their white kids in. They're tired of seeing Asians succeed. They feel threatened. They don't want us to succeed. So they hire or they reject students of Asian descent who have better credentials than a white student just because of their race. That's unfair, guys. That's very unfair. Do you know how much sacrifice we had to go through to get those credentials? Just imagine. You're Asian. Your parents immigrated from fucking Thailand or Philippines or China, right? They immigrated from there to here just to give you a good education, and you worked your fucking ass off. You sacrificed everything. All right? You sacrificed a lot of stuff, and you applied to Harvard. And guess what? Your position was given away to some white student, some white guy who breezed his way through high school, who didn't do jack shit just because of your race. So why can't they, apply affirmative action to, say, like business or even the media? If they're all about, we're all about equality, we want to see equal amount of races in the education system, why not apply that principle to the media, saying, oh yeah, Hollywood is very unfair to Asians, we should help them out, we should get more Asian lead roles just to make sure everything's equal. They don't do that shit because they're fucking racists. So why do you work for racists? Huh? Why do you work for those kind of guys? Why do you live in a country? Why do you work for a country that's racist towards you? That tells me you have no respect for yourself. You have no respect for the race that you identify with. So I'm calling on you guys to rise up. Take the new year as an opportunity, as a golden opportunity to reflect on yourself and to lay out all the options and see what you can do about it. See how you can change how people perceive you. See how you can change this country. See how you can reinforce, how you can bring our issues, and how you can just be more independent while at the same time remain connected with each other. Think about that.